Hi everybody, my name's Kathy Cho, or everyone calls me Kathy Cho, and I am your Color Street stylist for tonight's party. I'm so glad that you guys are here to party with me and your awesome hostess tonight, and I can't wait to show you some tips and tricks to get the most out of Color Street as soon as they get to your house. So maybe if you're new to Color Street, this will make it a little bit easier. Or if you already are familiar with Color Street, maybe I can offer some new tips and tricks to make your manis and petties even more beautiful. So let's start with Color Street itself. So here's an example of one of our Color Street packets that you're gonna get in the mail with your order. Each packet contains 2 sets of 8 different sizes of actual 100% nail polish strips. They're absolutely 100% nail polish. You will smell it as soon as you open the package. Oh, it just makes me feel like I'm at a salon. And you're gonna get 2 sets of nail strips, or 16 nails in each packet. So on each packet, you're gonna pull from the perforation and open that up. I actually have one open already. Now open it up from the back, and here is what you're gonna get inside. You're gonna have a packet of nails that comes like this. You're gonna tear the end off of that packet, and what you're gonna find inside are your gorgeous 2 sets or 16 nail strips. Again, you have 8 different sizes, and you have 2 of each size in your packet. So you're gonna get 16 sets. Let me show you a little trick. If you wanna do both a mani and a pedi, I would separate the first and the last one from your strip. This one, your biggest one, turn it sideways, it's gonna fit perfectly on your big toe. All right, so that takes care of your big toe. We're gonna put that one aside. You're gonna take the small one, and if you cut this into 4 or use it sparingly, you can actually get the other 4 little toes done with just that one strip. So big toe, 4 little toes, put that aside. That is your pedicure for later, and it will last forever. That leaves us with these 6 different sizes. So the first thing I would do is I would kind of measure them against your nails and see which size is gonna fit on each nail. This small one that I'm left with here is pretty good for my pinky, so I think we'll start there. It might be easier if you just wanna measure for each of your nails, and then you can just simply take them apart and set them aside based on what size you wanna use for each nail. So you can kind of set them up for both of your hands. We're gonna start with the little one on my pinky finger. Couple of tips before we get started. You always wanna wash your hands with either Dawn dish soap or even regular hand soap, just to get them clean and get any lotions, oils, any dirt that might be there on your hands or under your nails, so that your nail strips will last as long as possible. You also want to file your nails and buff them out if you have any ridges, just so that the strips will lie evenly and stick well to your nails. The third thing you're going to do, and let me tell you about what comes in your packet. Not only do you get the 2 sets of 16 total nail strips, but you're also going to get an adorable Color Street file. So cute. They come in all these different designs. We have an LOL one. Some cute ones there. So you're gonna get your strips, you're gonna get a file, and you are also going to get a nail prep pad. So after you've washed your hands, you've filed and buffed your nails if they need it, you're gonna take the prep pad and you're gonna do one last prep to each of your nails. This is basically an alcohol wipe. I have plenty from working in the healthcare field. So you're gonna wanna open that, take your little nail prep pad, open that up, and go ahead and wipe down every nail. You can see I can also use it on the ones I've already applied to kind of seal that in, and you're just gonna wash off all those little oils and anything else. You're gonna throw that away. All right, let that dry for a second, and then we're gonna get started. I'm gonna show you a couple different applications and kind of tell you what worked for me, since I'm still a little bit new to the Color Street business. I'll show you what works, the 2 ways I was taught and what works well for me, and then you can see what works best for you. The first thing you're always gonna do is you're gonna take off this purple tab here, and that's the clear plastic overlay. You're gonna take that off and you're gonna throw that away. All right, so what you're left with now is your nail strip with the white backing on it. we're gonna practice using the whole nail strip first. So there is a little silver tab here at the edge, and you're gonna grab that silver tab and you're gonna pull the white backing off of the nail. Here is a nail polish. It is sticky. It's like a little sticker that you're gonna put on your nail, and you can touch it. Just make sure you don't fold it, but you can touch it and replace it however you need to. So they're more forgiving than they seem. So what we're gonna do, which I've already done, is I was gonna say pull the silver tab off the bottom, but it got stuck to my finger and pulled itself off, so that'll work too. So now you've got these two ends, and you're gonna pick one of the ends and push back your cuticle with your nail, like so. Don't need any fancy tools, just use your nail. And go ahead and line up the edge of the solid right above the base of your cuticle. You don't want it on the cuticle itself because then it might lift up and your nails might last as long. So you want to try and line it up right above the edge of the cuticle. Don't press it down quite yet. Get it lined up at the bottom and then make sure that it matches on each side. If it doesn't, pull it off, replace it, try it again. Mine is actually lined up pretty well, so we're gonna go with it. Now, solids can fold a little bit. Glitters are much more forgiving. So you might want to start off with the glitters just as a little confidence booster. But here's an example of the solid. Once it's in place, that's when you want to press it down, okay? Once you press it down, you can't reposition it. So make sure it's exactly where you want it aligned, and press from your cuticle all the way up to the tip of the nail, like so. And then you've got it just like that on your nail. I actually really like this color. I haven't used this one yet. So once it's all pressed down, here's where your thumb as a tool is going to come into play. I would tug it just a tiny bit and pull it over the edge of your nail, like so. That's gonna help cover the tip and give you a little bit longer tip wear as well. So fold it over, and you're gonna use your thumbnail to perforate. So smooth it on the edge, press with your nail, and perforate with your thumbnail. Move to the middle, press and perforate. Move to the edge, press and perforate. And I'm gonna do one more because I have a little extra there. And once it's perforated, pull it off just like that. Look how easy that is. I've got a couple edges. You can always use your nail to perforate along the side as well if you have any extra, which is really nice if you're out of small nails and want to use a bigger strip on a smaller nail. You can use your thumbnail across the edge right in the fold there and perforate the edges off as well. So I have folded this, which is why this is not my favorite technique. And unfortunate, well, let's see. The edge is folded. Let's see if we can get some more use out of it anyway. Because I think I still have enough to go on my other pinky nail. So if you're not quite as clumsy and you don't fold it over, you can actually use the other end of the strip for your other nail. Like so. I have pretty small nails, and so we're gonna give this a shot and we're gonna see if it works. The other thing you can do is you can just throw this away. You don't have to use it for two. I just like to get as many nails as I can out of each strip. So I'm gonna line this up. Didn't line that up very straight, so we're gonna try again. We're gonna line that up along the cuticle. Again, not quite perfect, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna get it where I want it, and I'm going to press it into place. And luckily the fold that I made is above my nail, so I can absolutely get use out of this. I also am gonna have too much on this side, so I'll show you how to perforate that as well. We're gonna press this into place all the way up to the tip, and you're gonna use your thumbnail. You're gonna tuck it in over the edge here, press and perforate. Come on this side, press and perforate. Same thing all the way around the edge. And then you're gonna be able to pull the top off. And so I want to show you on this inner edge here, I've got some extra. Same thing, use your thumbnail, dig in to the side of your nail there so you can perforate it like that. And then you're literally going to take it off and peel it like that. I've got a little bit on this side too. We're gonna do the same thing, perforate and press. And there you go. We have a couple nails done, and I've got a little accent with the glitter here as well. Let me show you one more technique, which I think is a little bit more forgiving for someone with fumbly hands like me, if you don't want all that extra nail that you're trying to perforate. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick work from pinkies to thumbs, because your thumbs are your tool. So I've already got my ring finger done. So we're gonna go to, let's pick this one. We're gonna pick this middle one for my middle finger. And here's an important step. You always take off the purple tab that attaches to the clear. If you don't do this first, this technique will not work. So always take off your clear tab first. Oops. And then you're gonna find your scissors, if you have them, and you're going to take the nail like this, and you're going to cut it in half, just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, especially if you have shorter nails like mine. Now that you have it cut into just enough for your one nail, you're gonna peel the white backing off, like so, like that. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna line this up, press down the cuticle if you need to, line up the end. Well, I've got it too sticky, so I'll turn it this way. We'll line up the end at the edge of my cuticle like that. I've got it lined up on the sides, so I'm gonna press, press, press. You can see a little fold, but if you work with it, or you can even lift the end and press it back down, then you're gonna get a nice even layer here. Again, solids are a little bit less forgiving than glitters, but I believe in you guys. I know you can do it. So it might just take a couple applications. So I've got it all smoothed out. I'm gonna take my thumbnail, press and perforate, press and perforate, press and perforate, and then peel that off. And there you go. You guys, these are literally so easy. They last 7 to 10 days. If you want to put a top coat on, I would wait about 30 minutes. These nails are about 95% dry when you put them on. And so it's going to take at least 30 minutes for them to fully dry. I like to do them before I go to bed so that they can dry overnight. But at minimum, you want to wait 30 minutes before putting any lotion on, before submerging your hands in water. Looks like someone else is going to have to do those dishes. And before jumping in a swimming pool if you're living here in Arizona and it's still 100 degrees like it is right now. So now when you have the other piece, there it is. You cut it in half, you have your other half, you can peel off the back and go ahead and do the other ring finger or the other middle finger as well. So go ahead and do that until your nails are finished, and then save the other two, do your toenails, and you will have a complete set. Let me know if there's anything new that you've learned. Put them in the comments. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks that I could pass on to other people. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the party. And thanks to our hostess. This is so great. You guys have a great day. Thank you.